Well, hello once again from D&N Custom Creations. A little bit of an update on some of the things we've been doing. First, managed to get my feet wet a little bit on this plasma cutter. I'm very happy with what this Pro is capable of doing. At least I haven't had any problems yet. So I'm going to turn the camera around and take a couple of shots of some things I just recently have done. Okay, here's two things that I've done. We made our logo. That's done in 11 gauge steel, and it is painted because my little oven, which I'll show you to do powder coating, is way too small for something like that. The other thing is I did a little monogram, and I wanted to see how small I could get this so that if I offered to do monograms, I knew how small they could go before it was just too small. And in fact, this one, it's 10 inches in diameter, and even it has a little bit of a problem when I go into Fusion 360 and create the G-code, the toolpath. There were a couple little areas that it just couldn't do. I even shortened up the lead in for the torch to try and help it, and it helped a couple little places, and in fact it's now down to 0, and the problem with that is you get a little mark everywhere where the pierce occurred. So I need to move that lead in a little farther back out, maybe another, I don't know, 50 thousandths or so. But I was able to do this in 10 inches. I actually was kind of surprised because those things are not very thick. That one is powder coated, and I'll show you what I'm using for my powder coat oven. It's just this little simple, I'm not sure what it is, some sort of an oven that you stick on your counter, and it works fine as long as you can get the stuff in there. Okay, another thing, I know that you folks are probably aware that do this kind of thing, the steel prices have gone out of sight. Where I normally buy my steel out of Nashville, a sheet of 11 gauge went from 150 to 250 bucks a sheet for 4x8. So that was just more than I could stand. So I drove 70 miles to Kentucky to a location called Sandusky Steel, and bought steel there for half the price of where I was buying it out of Nashville, including them cutting it in a 4x4 because my table is a 4x4, and so they cut it for me, loaded it up, and so I'm tickled to death, saving 50% on that. So the next thing I want to do is, you see this cart. It's actually a two-tiered cart, and it was originally, my wife and I raced go-karts, and it was a double stack. I could put a cart on the bottom and then a cart on the top. It comes apart. You could take it apart, load one cart on it, and then put the top on, and then load a cart on the top. My wife no longer races. I still race a little shifter cart. Here it is. It is a lot of fun. At my age, I'm getting beat up, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to do it. But it's so much fun that I can't hardly stand thinking of stopping. So anyway, regardless, so what I want to do with this cart, since we don't have carts anymore that I need double stack, since I only have one, is I'm going to cut it down so that it's the same height as the plasma cutter table. And that way I can put 4x8 sheets on it, extend that, and either cut them or go ahead and cut out parts. And the little wagon here will hold the part that hangs over the table. So that's my next project. I'm going to cut that down and see if that's not going to work. How do you like them fancy wheels? I got a lot of crap for those ugly things, but they're the ones that have no tubes in them, so I was tired of pumping them up. So even though they're ugly, they work great. All right, I think that's it for this short little video, just giving you a little update, and we will catch you again pretty soon. Thank you.